Hello everyone, this is a Corki guide. This video will include abilities, masteries, matchup, item order, pros and cons. Firstly, without taking up much of your time, you must definitely watch this video until the end. It's already going to be a short, informative video. Now, let's together take a look at the pros and cons of Corki. And now look at the pros. Safe pick, strong in team fights, good long-ranged poke, excellent roams with Hex-Tech munitions, high burst, easy to CS. And now cons. Mana hungry, squishy, high CD on his only escape Valkyrie, expensive items, no CC. When can I use this rune setup? Every game as long as you are confident in the matchup. In a difficult lane, you just switch out the keystone with fleet footwork for more sustain and mobility. Lethal tempo. Caster champions rely a lot on their abilities to deal most of their damage. When the abilities are on cooldown, there will be some downtime before they can dish out damage again. This keystone completely removes that weakness, while also turning Corki into a hyper carry. Since you're already building crit items, every single auto attack is going to hit like a truck in the later stages of the game. It's riskier to use in the early game because it doesn't give you any sustain, but it's by far the best scaling keystone on Corki. Presence of mind. This helps fixing any mana issues you might have alongside Mana Moon. Legend. Bloodline. Best scaling rune in this tier that gives you a ton of sustain in the later stages once you have enough stacks. Coup de Grace. A consistent rune because execution damage is always strong at every point in the game. Mana Flow Band. Corki uses up a lot of mana, especially with spam-able abilities like his ultimate. Getting Trinity Force helps with some of the mana problems, but Mana Flow Band fixes it completely. A bonus 250 mana and a boost to the mana regen passive when fully stacked should be more than enough for the rest of the game. Gathering Storm. A scaling rune that's barely noticeable until the 20-minute mark. Afterwards, it becomes extremely powerful, giving you so much AD for every 10-minute that passes, meaning that it outscales even keystones as the game progresses. Depending on the opponent's situation and the game's composition, you can make these selections. You can choose Doran's Blade, Health Potion, and Stealth Ward as your starting items. After 5 minutes, for your early item pick, you can go for Tear of the Goddess and Caulfield's Warhammer for damage. Up to 20 minutes, you can consider purchasing Manamune, Sorcerer's Shoes, and Ravenous Hydra. For your full build, after getting Luden's Tempest recently, you can continue with Horizon Focus and Void Staff. Hex-Tech Munitions. Passive. Corki's basic attack deals a percentage of their damage as magic instead of physical. Every once in a while, the package arrives in Corki's base to be picked up, temporarily granting him out-of-combat movement speed and upgrading Valkyrie into special delivery. Phosphorus Bomb. Q. Corki fires a flash bomb at a target location, dealing magic damage to enemies in the area. This attack additionally reveals units in the area for a duration. This is our wave clear and poke ability in the laning phase, so we max this first. Valkyrie W. Corki flies a short distance, dropping bombs that create a trail of fire that damages opponents who remain in it. This is Corkus escape and gap closing ability. Remember, you can fly over walls with it too, for a quick escape. Gatling Gun, E. Corki's Gatling Gun rapidly fires in a cone in front of him, dealing damage and reducing enemy armor and magic resist. Huge ability in team fights where your entire team can benefit from it. Missile Barrage, R. Corki fires a missile toward his target location that explodes on impact, dealing damage to enemies in an area. Corki stores missiles over time, up to a maximum. Every third missile fired will be a big one, dealing extra damage. Landing the big rockets on multiple targets will make a big difference in team fights. Can also be used to wave clear fast.